Hello, everyone. Welcome to the URL Sunday Championship. We are at the final race of the season, race number 10. And as you can see, we're here at Spa. It's nice and sunny at the minute, so fingers crossed it stays a nice dry race for everyone. I will quickly go through the leaderboard because being the last race, obviously, there's a few points to play for, there's a few positions to play for. All depending on drop rounds and stuff that's going on. But I'll quickly go through. So you've got King Harry there, first position, 317. T Gower, second, 302. So it's an out-and-out battle, basically, between the two Gower brothers. Who's going to be the man on the top of the podium and takes the championship? I think Gower's got no drop rounds, no points to lose because he missed one. I think as it stands, Harry has got 20. What's his lowest scoring round? 25 points to come off. So that does make a big difference when it comes to the end with the drop rounds. So we'll be keeping an eye on them too. Basically, I think whoever takes it, if Harry wins and Gower finishes lower than third or fourth, then Harry's got it. If not, it's Gower's. In third, we've got Willard, 246. I think he should be fairly safe. You've got Nordy behind him on 202. He's not going to catch him. I think even with the drop rounds, neither of them have missed a race. Fantastic that they've managed to do every single race this season. So yeah, Willard there in third, Nordy fourth, Ginger there in fifth on 175. AD, who's unfortunately missing this week, he's away on holiday. So AD's there in sixth on 172. It would have been a great race to see AD, Ginger. DB's there seventh on 170 also. So them three would have been a great battle. But it still leaves Ginger and DB to go through. Phaser in eighth on 156. So it looks like it's going to be quite a good race. There's a couple of good battles to go on as we go through. As I said, the main one for the top, obviously for the championship, we've got Gower and Harry and King Harry. Phaser, I think, can do something in regards to because again he's got no drop rounds, so he could do something against DB and Ginger, and then it's all to play for really for fourth, fifth finishing positions. We'll go through the grid quickly as well and see what tyres everyone's on and qualifying. There's only 7 this week. They didn't really want to join the two lobbies together, League 3 and League 4. It was too much to play for and didn't really need to add any more tension to the mix. So Gower, as normal, resumes, qualified in pole, and he's starting on the soft tyres. Harry G in second, and he's also on the softs. Phaser in third, good qualifying for Phaser. Hopefully he's going to keep it on the tarmac this week. He can score some good points. Nordy in fourth on the softs. Willard in fifth on the softs. DB there in sixth on the mediums. And Ginger breaks the habit of all season and is starting on the soft tyres. So we'll see how he gets. He's Mr. King of the hard tyres. So let's get it underway. Go. I'm only going to do the 60-minute recording because YouTube likes to keep messing me up at the minute. But we're off. Final race of the season. And we'll see how these front lot get on. They're all on the softs. Down to Willard. DB's the only man on a different tyre. So we'll go through all nice and bunched together. Sorry. Harry just looking to fend. He's thinking about the slip. Wind direction is kind of across this long straight, camel straight. No movement yet. Phaser sticking with the two Gowers up in front. Oh, a slight little wiggle there from DB. Might give Ginger the opportunity to go past. He's on the soft tyres. Looks for the inside. Come on, cameraman, catch up. Thinks twice. No, actually, DB goes slightly wide. Ginger can't capitalise on that. Let's get back up to these. Willard in 5th. Mr. Consistent in 3rd position overall in the league. Brilliant results for him. He's just plugged away each week, as we've seen. Good top 4, top 3 finishes. I think he had 3 or 4 top 3 finishes in a row. So he's definitely Mr. Consistent, Willard is. Lobby host as well, which is always great. Without them, you didn't have these lobbies running. Or Phaser got close to that cone then, didn't he? But be careful with them. Sometimes they definitely slow you down, and sometimes they can actually make you spin as well. So Ginger's past DB. He's got Phaser, Harry, Gower, just pulling a gap. In the Skechers liveried Renault Megane. It's the kind of down, nice little battle. It's nice to see it all on the soft tyres, and this is what can happen if you're all on the soft, same compound. Oh, Phaser, little look in there, not quite close enough to do anything, but little look. Harry G's gained massively into the chicane there. He's definitely got a much better exit. Gower's gone to the inside to cover. Harry G's right behind him. He's going to get a nice, good slipstream. It's difficult. You don't want to be too close to the car in front going up a Rouge, because it just unsettles the car. But definitely you want to be close enough so the slipstream helps you when you get onto the Camel straight at the top. Oh, it's the other way around. FaZe is the one on putting pressure on Harry G. Harry G not quite close enough. He has got the slipstream from Gower. He's gone defensive just to make sure, but FaZe a great speed out of the Rouge, and he's through. Well done, FaZe, a brilliant move. This is his home circuit as well. He knows it very well. I think he's been here plenty of times in real life also. He's a massive fan of this circuit, being his, like I said, his home circuit. But yeah, Phaser up into 2nd. Just shuffled Harry G back. Nordy's still hanging onto the back of this front 3 as well. Harry G now on his way back through. Oh, keep it nice. That's hard to go side by side through there. Harry G in the 999 machine. Still side by side, Phaser and Harry G. Phaser just with the inside of that corner. Well done, Nordy there in the Texaco. Any little accidents or coming together, that's it. He's gonna swallow up them positions. While Phaser and Harry G are having a little side by side battle. That's just giving Gower a bit of space. His soft tyres not too bad at the minute. Group 4s don't seem to be too much hassle with the tyre wear. Nordy's having a look. We saw Harry G was very quick through there earlier on. They gained up on Gower. So again, Harry G, little flick left, flick right, flick left, and they're out. So this group of 4 just up in front. Willard's just off of the back of these lads. Not quite on the same pace. Ginger's done well though to keep up with Willard. He's come up onto lap 3. Ginger dodging potholes as he come off of the first turning. He'll be on their mediums. We expected him to be a little bit slower than the soft runners as he comes up a Rouge. Well done, good driving there from DB. Hopefully the race comes back to him as he switches to the soft tyres, but he'll be looking to go a little bit longer than all of these soft runners in front of him. Let's have a look back to this group. I know I said Gower was given himself a space, which he still has, but he's still got to be on it. These three behind are spaced out now, so they'll be running up to full steam, up to full pace. Can't show you the split times, but maybe 1.5 seconds difference between the two. It's going to be difficult for Harry, especially being that close to Fazer. You've got to make a decision. You know, Fazer's got the pace. If he's not holding you up, do you attack him? Or do you sit behind knowing he has the pace? Obviously, if he starts making little mistakes and it is holding you up, then you definitely got to go for the move and try and get it done clean, past, and go on the attack mode. Because you don't want to lose, don't want to battle with him and then lose any more time to Gower. Likewise, you don't want to battle and then let Nordy gain back up on you again. Harry G's through there quicker. FaZe has gone to the defensive line. Harry G didn't attack. Well done between the two of them. Gower 31-1. 32-1 for Fazer. 32-0 for Harry G. So Gower a second quicker on that lap against the others. 32-4 for Nordy. 32-2 for Willard. So Willard is keeping up with them. I think it was just this, by the look of it, just this second lap. Maybe it just took him a little bit. Just like 33-1. Maybe it just took him that extra lap just to get used to running in this. I found as well, if you can stop pushing the soft tyres in the first lap or two, or how are you thinking about it? It definitely helps with the tyre wear later on in the stint, and Willard will hopefully have a bit more rubber left on them tyres. Still, Harry wasn't massively quicker, but it's difficult. It's a good battle between the second, third and fourth at the minute. Good intense battle. Just figuring each other out, all on the same tyres. It might come to a pit stop as well, depending on if anyone decides to try and do the undercut. It always can always come into play. Undercut, no fuel. It'll gain you a good couple of seconds on the guy that decides to stay out. Big tyre squealing there from King Harry. Let's go back, see how others are getting on. Nordy there, fourth. Half a second penalty for Willard. I think Ginger must have had a problem because he's dropped back. He was catching Willard. Done a 32.6. Very, very good time in there. But yeah, Willard's served his penalty now. But Ginger and DB just hanging off at the back there. Back up to this group. It's the only real sort of difficult with only 7 cars. You've not got a lot going on. Obviously, we had that one race where we had League 3 and League 4 together. Or was it nearly 14 cars and 15 cars on the track? It is a lot going on and a lot to watch and to get excited about. Just with the 7 cars, there's not as many battles as we'd like. Hopefully, there is a big change coming to this Sunday League, the flagship league of URL. So there'll be a big change, a couple of change of drivers. The leagues might balance themselves a little bit more, so you'll hopefully get fuller lobbies and closer racing, which I think is their plan. Harry G setting purples. I'm not sure if that's his car squealing or Fazer's squealing, but one of them was burning through the rubber. But I think they're all good at the minute. Nordy again, just lap 5, just dropped off again from the back of these two. So 4 then become 3. 3 have now sort of become 2. This is the battle we've got going on. There's Ginger. So I thought the map showed that Ginger was close to someone then, but no. Good exit there from Nordy. Oh, Harry's right over the back of Phaser through this section here. Every lap, towards the end of the lap, the first corner, and obviously the slipstream along the big Kemmel Straight. And then it seems to be towards the end of the lap is again where Harry has the pace. He's got these couple of corners dialed down. It's a lot closer now. You want to be too close, you want to carry the slipstream all the way down. That's it, through it. Little lift from both of them. Both slightly wide, but okay. Phaser defends again, making Harry G go the long way around. Phaser cuts back across to the racing line. Again, well defended by Phaser. Harry, no chance, no overlap. No, same exit. I think Harry G again's got a good exit. Phaser's defending. Brilliant racing from these two. Phaser well to the inside. Now Harry could get a good cutback here. Not quite close enough. He had a good cutback, but Phaser took that corner beautifully. Even from the narrow angle or narrow entry that he had, he definitely carried his speed through there. Again, this is where we see Harry catch up again. Big long straight. He's good for a rouge. He's gaining. Is he going to be close enough to go for a move? Phaser just pulls across. Harry dummies, but not quite. Just trying to put Phaser off there. If he's got his radar on, he would have seen the arrow moving about. Sometimes that can put you off, but no, well done by Phaser. He's got his head screwed on. Again, Harry's looking for the inside. Phaser's left the door open. Oh, he's still there. He's there. He's got it. It's side by side. Nordy's caught right back up again. Again, these two, it's not massively slowing each other down, but it's just enough. Phaser slightly wide. That's giving Harry G the opportunity to go up the inside. Odd little mistake there from Phaser. Slightly wide, just had to get out of the power. Make sure it didn't get done on the slippery surface on that green Astro on that corner. But yeah, Nordy's back again. Well done, King Harry. Saw the opening, grabbed it with both hands. I think possibly he's got the pace to possibly pull away from Phaser, but with the slipstream, it's going to keep him with him. Obviously, we've seen for the last 6 laps, they're both very similar in speed. Now it'll be the other turn around. Harry G goes to the right, oh no, he does come back. I was going to say he sticks to the sticks to the racing line, but Phaser, well, good exit. Nordy now challenging Phaser. If he battles with him, it's going to give Harry the opportunity to try and scarper away. Soft tyres, still no issue. Nordy's up the inside. Not quite enough, just backed out of it. Good racing there from Nordy, just wasn't quite alongside enough to make it stick. So just pulled out and carried on racing. Whilst that little bit of side by side into the first quarter has given Harry the G the opportunity to gain half a second on these two. You can see Gower down the end there, which is a fair old distance away from him now. Nordy again looking for the inside. Again, not quite close enough. slipstream's there, but not quite enough. Nordy battering that grain bollard. Lucky they're flexible and it bounced back up because he hammered through that. Well done, there's you. You see Harry's just gapped him. Willard's still in 5th, Ginger's 6th, DB 7th. So not much change for them boys at the back there. It's going to be a fairly long race for them. So Harry G's pulled the plugs and now it's down to Nordy. Is Phaser again? You know, is it worth just sticking behind Phaser, hoping that he's gonna claw his way back towards Harry G? He's had a good half a lap now to settle back in after Harry G got past him after a tiny little mistake from Phaser, and he's going to drag Nordy with him. But if Nordy goes on the attack, they could both lose the slipstream to Harry. Harry's in the pits, Gower's in the pits. Well, that was early. I didn't think they were going to do that early. Them softs, like they've got a bit of meat left on them. But both Harry and Gower have come in, so that promotes Phaser to 1st, Nordy to 2nd. This will give him some food for thought now. Going to go for the undercut. So we see Harry had about half a second in it, but Phaser was catching back up again. He recouped and got himself going. 34.1, the lap where he made the slight mistake. Back to a 32.8 the following lap. Hopefully, this track's also awful for, is it the 24-hour one actually? I didn't check that. My mistake. I should really have done. Let's see when he comes out of pit. So I apologise, I should have checked whether it was 24-hour layout or not. If it is, which I think it should be, he's going to come out as you go up the hill. Yes. And the penalty line is a very awkward position at the top of this hill now. So as you see him coming out, just this bit here, you can't go over that line on the left. If you do, 3 seconds straight up. You can cross the right line on the right hand side, but not the line on the left. But yeah, out, all good for Gower. Changed over, mediums on, back at it. Harry G also, no penalty, back out and on. So question will be, will Phaser and Nordy be able to keep the pace up and come in, get the change and back out where Harry is? Too far. Willard's not a million miles away from these. He's kept within distance of them, but not quite close enough. I apologise, sorry for yawning. Yeah, not quite close enough to make a challenge on them. Those two will come down here. Let's see if they decide to come into the pits. Good run there from Nordy. Had a great corner there, great exit. Phaser's in, Nordy's not. So Nordy goes another lap, Phaser goes in. I'm glad maybe they had a little chat on the in the chat lobby. Phaser just let him know that he was going in, because that was very close to almost hitting the back of him. Willard's in as well on them softs. So they've both gone to lap 8. Good consistency there from Willard. 32s, 32.5, 32.7, 32.8. So very good consistency. But Nordy stayed out. He's going longer, which don't blame him. If you're still lapping in the 32s on the softs and you've got the fuel is only getting less and less, it's not a bad tyre to be on. Ginger's also in, doing a really good job. Ginger is on them softs. Good lap times. Look, a couple of 32s in there. 32, 33.6, 33.8, 40, 34.1. So very good lap times from Ginger on the soft tyres. It's, as I said at the beginning, it's very unlike him to not start on the hard tyres. Let's see. Fades out. Let's have a look. Fades is just coming up here now. I think he's on his way. So Phaser is out in a 4th position. Where's Harry G? So Harry G's Phaser had a great in-lap. Fantastic in-lap. He's got a good amount of distance on Harry G then. Harry obviously switching on to the cold mediums. The thing is though, Harry G's mediums now are going to be nice and warm, or getting warm. Phaser's got to get at least half this lap done on cold tyres. But the undercut didn't quite work, did it? The extra lap Phaser done on them softs, which, like I said, if the softs are still running in your 32s, it makes sense to stay on them if you can keep them going. Minimum of 3 laps on each tyre compound. We'll see where Nordy comes out then, because if Nordy has a good couple, if he has another good sprint this lap, he could jump both of them. Yeah, and he's in. Oh no, that's not going to help. Well rescued though, Nordy. Well rescued, mate. Keep going all the way to the line. That's it. Different cut-off position on the 24-hour as well when you come into the pits. So DB currently in second if he's on their mediums. Set 34.3 personal best on them. And stand out. Oh, big tank slapper over that curb on the last corner. So he'll be promoted to 1st position. It'll be interesting to see. So Gower is technically in 1st after the pit stops, but we'll wait and see. He's also on the medium, so there he is. Right, Nordy's on his way out. Phaser's just on his way down onto a Rouge. I think Phaser. Oh, we've missed it. Harry G's got past Phaser. Let's go back quickly. Sorry. Let's go back. Oh, go back too far because I've only got 60 minutes. Here we are. So yeah, it weren't long. It must have been weren't long after I switched off of these two. I thought he was going to do, but yeah, Harry G, big switch from the outside to the inside. Great racing. Good space left there from Phaser. Inside the corner, turns to the outside for the next corner. Phaser tried to dart back up the inside, but he weren't quite carrying enough speed. So let's put Harry G through. So with that little squabble, let's go back up to where we were. This is where we were when Phaser was on the attack, but not quite close enough. And this is where Harry G was. So, and now these two are on their way up. There you see Nordy coming out of the pits to the top of the hill. Oh, there goes Harry G. There goes Phaser. Watch out! Oh, that was close. That was close. Sorry, I will go back. Just watch it from this view. You can see Nordy coming out of the pits there. Big switch. Whoa, that was close. So Phaser and Harry managed to do good in laps. Phaser with a brilliant in lap, Harry with a slightly slower out lap, which left Phaser in front of him. I think Nordy was doing really well, but just had to slow down on his pit entry just to save the car from spinning. And That maybe just cost him that half a second where he'd be up right where Fazer is now. Maybe that just cost him. But he resumes. Harry G back in front of Fazer and on his way. Gower there in second, DB in first on their mediums. Hasn't stopped yet. Doing a very good job on their medium tyres. Lap 10 already. So doing very well. Lap 10 or it's going to be close. 10 laps take 30 minutes, so we'll see how we get on. I don't want to miss anything towards the end. I might shuffle across if it all spaces out. Again, like I said, YouTube's messing me up with my live stream, so to save myself wasting hours recording it and then YouTube doesn't upload it, I'm going to have to go pre-record as I am, but you only get 60 minutes. So it's all spaced out. DB's in the pits. That puts Gower back to first position. There's DB, the Vodafone livery. Nice chrome. Eldridge Air Conditioning, our league sponsors. On the top of his car there as DB comes rolling down into the pits, into his pit box. Here he comes out. If we just go out, you can just see you've got Harry G there, Fazer in third, Nordy in fourth, Willard, who's made his stop as well, there in fifth. So the top five all resume. Ginger on the start-finish straight now. Also served his softs. So DB's he's done his mediums. He's going to go for the hards or the softs now. I think from the way they're going, it should be a case of you're only going to need to run the softs, the hards for 3 laps. I think the distance they can do on the softs and the mediums works out fine. What lap times are they setting? So the overlap's not too bad, really, because considering how he changed from softs to mediums, he's not too far off what he was doing on softs. If you look on the right-hand side there, he's doing, very low 32s at full pace. 31.7 was his quickest lap. A couple of laps in lap, pit stop, out lap, and then he's back to the 32s, albeit middle to top 32. So on the clean lap is about half a second, 7 tenths maybe, slower on the mediums, but that's nothing really. That's nothing at all. Tank's still half full, so he's got plenty of fuel to last to the end. He shouldn't have to put any in. Fazer in there third. So I don't like skipping forward. I don't want to miss anything, but I also don't want to mess up at the end. Oh, Willard slightly wide. It looks like Nordy's had an issue as well. Nordy's going very slow. He must have had a slight issue. Willard with half a second penalty. That's not what he wanted. He's just about managed to catch up with someone to be able to race. Whoa! Big spin there from Willard. I was just saying he's just got up to the back of Nordy after Nordy made a mistake so he could actually race someone. And then he gets half a second penalty, and then the back end lets go on the exit of the first corner. Obviously just trying to get the power down to keep his momentum and catch up with Nordy, but that's set him back again, unfortunately. So Fazer, how far is he? He's not too far from Harry G. So 23, 25, so we should be okay. Give me a couple of minutes at the end to say congratulations to our championship winner, whoever that may be. I'm not going to say anything yet because you never know what could happen. At the minute, it does look like Gower is going to be. God, look at the sun beaming off that bright blue Skechers. The championship winner at the minute, or championship leader, should I say, is Gower. Again, soaked up a bit of pressure at the beginning, made his break earlier on. Little battle between Harry G and Fazer. I think just give them a space. Oh, Harry G is obviously pushing. You see that car, that's exactly where Willard lost it just the lap before. Well, didn't lose it, but you know what I mean. The back end come round on him. Some of these guys, after the little sort of reshuffle, I'm expecting them maybe to be all up into League Two, which then switches to the Group Threes. So as it stands at the minute, League of Champions, League One, and League Two all run Group Threes, and then from League Three down, this league down, they run Group Fours. Whether or not that's staying the same, I don't know. That information hasn't been shared yet, but I'm sure some of these guys would love to get into a Group 3 car and test it out. I was speaking with, messaging Harry earlier on, and he said he can't wait to get into Group 3. He's not done too much in them, but he's looking forward to it. I know Fazer's raced in Group 3s. He races all sorts. Fazer does. He absolutely loves it. So he's definitely got some knowledge and experience in a Group 3 car. But yeah, some of these will be looking forward to. This will be the last time they'll be in a Group 4, or on the Sunday League anyway. Not in forever, but you know, in the Sunday League. Fazer's not letting Harry get away. Harry will see the time difference between the two and know that he's there. Or a bit sideways for Harry. He seems to like to do that on that exit. It works well for him. Gower down there in the distance. Chrome blue shining bright. In the background. Nordy in fourth. I think he had a moment at that corner, didn't he, there? And that gave Willard a bit of bite at the carrot, but it didn't quite work out for Willard on this exit. And that's just put him back to the gap. That time lovely and smooth. Great exit from that time. And the Ken Block livery monster machine. As he takes the Rouge DBs in. He's done his 3 laps on his hards. The DBs run the hards and the mediums now, so switch to the softs. Very interesting. I think all of these lads are all going to go to lap 17. And they'll be fine. Well, fuel shouldn't be a problem either. Just thinking about the fuel, but no, that shouldn't be a problem. Again, the closest two really, as it has been all race, is Fazer and Harry. Ooh, King Harry's got a penalty. He's got half a second penalty. It doesn't slow you down massively, but it's going to bring him closer to Fazer, that's for sure. As he comes up to serve his penalty here. Little slam on the brakes. Here comes Fazer. So it's not, I don't think it wouldn't be enough for him to overtake him, but look at the distance, it's closed him up on him now. And even now, Harry G's not quite back up to speed. after that penalty. Two completely different lines on that last part. Harry goes very, very far left and runs himself around that where Fazer kind of sort of cuts diagonally across that corner. So he rather than getting into the racing line and then breaking down, he cuts across to the braking line, then brakes. I don't think either one's faster than the other. It's just an observation of how the two different drivers decide to take that corner. So Harry G back on it. Gower still there up in first. Yeah, I should have enough time. Sorry again for checking. I said I don't want to miss the end of this being the last race. I don't want to miss anything. Let's see, Ginger now. He's done. And he's on his way into the pits. So that's him done his hards as well. So Ginger's done his hards and his softs. So he's switching to the mediums. I think DB is a bit of a chunk back on him now. I'm not too sure he's going to be close enough to make a challenge. They shouldn't need any fuel, so it should literally be in tyres and out. But Ginger's going to be on the mediums. DB's going to be on the soft tyres. DB's just coming into the last chicane. Switch, no fuel, straight out. Gleaming gold Haribo machine. Our resident rallycross driver, Ginger. Although we haven't seen him doing much rallycross recently. This is the panel. Come on, stay right, stay right. Well done. It's so tricky. Still stay right, don't cut that one. Well done, Ginger. So tricky, that pit exit. But yeah, he's a good chunk in front of DB on tyres that can do pretty much the same pace other than half a second maybe. So let's go back to our two closest, Harry and Fazer. Oh, Harry took a massive bite of that curb. Must have been hungry because he ate a lot of sausage then. Didn't unsail it too much though, which is good. Usually we've seen this Megane, the back end on this Megane just goes mental sometimes. Even on a higher gear, I think we saw Nordy or Trail Mountain, wasn't it? Come out of one of the corners in third gear, which is a gear up than you needed to be, and it still span round on him with the power over was it overpower or yeah. But doing well. 4 laps left to go. Gower still fastest man, 31.1. I think he's got this lap, and then it'd be lap 17. He's going to come in for the hard tyres. So there could be an opportunity here, depending. I don't think. Well, no, they're both going to go the same. There's no way you can undercut. There's no point undercutting either. I don't think even if Fazer came in and went to the hards this lap, I think Harry G's still got a lap in the 32s the next lap, and there's no way that he's going to catch that up on the hards. I don't think. I could be wrong, but I think Harry's just got the slight edge on Fazer this race. When they were close together and Fazer was in front, we see a good sort of 3 or 4 laps before Harry could make the pass and make it stick. I think it's probably aided a little bit there by Nordy, who then tried to attack Fazer at the same time. So he couldn't sort of go back on the attack towards Harry. But doing very well. Let's see what Gower does as he comes down to the last chicane. Plenty of meat on the tyres, yeah. Nice and smooth there for Gower. Harry, a little bit less sausage this time round. So Fazer did go for the pits. He's decided to gamble. So fair play to Fazer. He's decided to make the gamble. Harry's got a push now. He's got to set the 32 lap time again. 32.0 on these mediums. Look at them times on these medium tyres compared to what there isn't much difference between this tyre and what they were doing on the softs. 31.7 I think I mentioned earlier. Harry's quickest time on the soft tyres, and he's done a 32.0 on the mediums. So they're not a massive amount of time difference between the two tyres. Nordy now promoted to third. And Willard in fourth for the moment. So Fazer, he's going to come out in fresh air. So he's not got anyone around him. Don't get a penalty, please, Fazer. Please don't. Just nice, steady. Well, good view from this camera. Don't cross that white line. He stays well. Ooh, I'm saying he stays well away from it, but well done, Fazer. I was hoping you'd hate to lose your opportunity at a second because of a stupid pit lane bloody penalty. But no, well done to Fazer. So he's out. So now it's all about Harry G. What's he going to do? He's not, obviously he's doing a good laps. Yeah, so he's only 0.6 down on his fastest lap. So again, he's still going to be well into the 32s if he didn't come into this pits. As he comes round now. Gower's just up to the last chicane. He'll be coming into the pits. There he is. And also here comes Harry G. Oh, I thought he thought about coming in then. And also, did he cross that white line coming in? I hope that wasn't a penalty. Why is his red? I hope that doesn't mean he got a penalty then. Oh no, that's fine. So, yeah, Gower's in, Harry's in, Nordy's in, Willard should be in as well. Little cross of the line, I don't think, maybe that's not a penalty from this side. I'm not too sure. But we're in, so Fazer's the man. How's he doing on this out lap on these hard tyres? It would have taken him a minute just to get him warmed up. As you see there. So Gower is out of the pits on his way up to the top of Rouge onto the Camel Straight. Harry G's on his way out. So C is on his way out. I don't think he's going to have quite enough. I'm not sure yet. No. So here he is. Fazer's come around the first corner. Don't get a penalty. Well done, Harry. So no, that the gamble didn't quite pay off for Fazer. I think the extra lap that we see Harry doing on their mediums has managed to keep him out. Nice gap there to Fazer. He had to gamble though. If you come in at the pits at the same time, you're not going to gain anything as such. But switching early. And then we've got Nordy in fourth. Willard in fifth. Pretty lonely race for Willard. He's not really had a lot to battle with or to go against. Good concentration, but it is what's needed when it's races like this. setting very consistent lap times. I'm sure he would have loved to have a good battle with the lads in front, but not quite paid off for him this week. On this last race, I think, as I said at the beginning, though, he's got third position in the bag. He can't. He's got to be happy with that third position. He's had some really good results, real good consistency, really good third place and fourth places, scoring excellent points. And third overall in this league is nothing to nothing to cry about as such. So he'll be over the moon with third position, third step of the leaderboard. I think Nordy is obviously also the same. He's had a couple of tussles at the beginning of the season. I think him and Coy, his Texaco teammate, I think they had a few comings together, but I think that was just racing. I don't think there was anything in it. When you're that close together, with a lot of cars on the track, it's bound to happen, as long as it's fair and people are driving with respect. But I think Nordy should have fourth in the lead board as well in this championship, which I'm sure he'll be very happy with. Fazer currently in third. He was battling, weren't he, for, was it fifth position? He missed a couple of races at the beginning of the season. And then, as we see as well, he had a couple of howlers, didn't he? He a couple of tracks he struggled. I think that was just he had the pace. He maybe just put too much pressure on himself, so to try and keep up with the lads in front of him. But he had the pace to do it. He just needed to work on his consistency, which he definitely has done in the previous races, bar one where he admittedly said that he'd had too much Ribena, and he wasn't quite seeing straight, which is fair enough. And then we'll go Harry G. He's taking it to the wire. Just all you can ask of yourself, especially when you're racing your brother, is to take it to the very last race. He had a good couple of races in the middle, didn't he? I think the end of the sprint races, beginning of the endurance races. I think Gower had the qualifying on him and maybe possibly the single lap time, but Harry just found some excellent race pace, put himself in the mix, managed to either get past Gower early on and just sprint away, or just stick with him until one of the pit stops, and then the little changeover, he'd get out in front and again he would go. So he's had a very, very good season. Battled well early on when Sky was here also. So we had Gower and Sky. They were doing fantastic. The three of them racing together. I'm not too sure what happened to Bendix. Here's another story that just flicked in my brain. He was someone that was racing, done really well, had a couple of crashes and kind of just quit. So I don't know what happened with him. But yeah, we are on the last lap for this season. The season as we know it. As we just watch. Let's go on a little one board, shall we? Let's watch Gower. If he keeps this clean, he is our League 3 URL Sunday Championship winner. He'll get a nice big fat trophy sent out to him. All courtesy, thank you very much, of Mark at Aldridge Air Conditioning. I said he's our sponsor. So he'll be in touch, sending him out a lovely trophy. Just keep it nice and clean. We've got plenty of fuel left, so it shouldn't be a problem. Just Still pushing it on these hards. He's got a bit of space, just nice and calm. As we see him, as I said, Harry definitely had his number in the middle of the season, but Gower's, come back composed. The race we had between League 3 and League 4, really good pace from both of these two. But again, Gower, he put it to the League 4 guys. Even in they had a much stronger car, much faster car. Careful over that curb. Much faster car, but yeah, Gower from then, and then from that point, he's just plugged away again. Out qualified everyone. Done dusted early doors, got out in front, took the first couple of laps worth of pressure, and then just pushed on. Just got on with it then, and he's done a fantastic job. As we're coming around here into the last chicane, little switch over. Thought about going for the donut maybe, but congratulations, Gower. Championship winner. League 3 championship winner. Fantastic job. Harry there coming around into second. Great battling, Harry. King Harry. We all salute you, sir. Fazer in third. Another podium. Good result there for Fader. Well battled with Harry the first half of that race. Kept it going. Kept the battle going. Tried a couple of things, didn't quite work, but you can't blame him. You've got to try them things in racing. Nordy coming home in fourth. Really good job for him. Here he is, Willard, our third place man in the championship. Congratulations. Normal season, he would be being promoted now to League 2. Like I said, there's a little switch up, but so he would have been one of the men getting promoted along with Harry and Gower. Here's my man, Ginger. Go on, Ginger. Fantastic times there. 33s on the mediums. I think he should be finished. I think he's finished fifth overall in the whole lot. And then these DB coming in seventh to finish the race. So yeah, good battles early on. Again, Apollo's only seven races. Not a lot I can do about that. But good battles at the beginning of the race. Everyone had a good race. No incidences. I think it is as enjoyable as it can be. Definitely nice to watch the battles and the pressure they put on each other. Brilliant racing by all. Congratulations again to Gower. You are League 3 champion. Pat yourself on the back, mate. It's been a long season, but you've shown all season exactly what you're made of. And hopefully I look forward to either commentating on you next season or maybe even racing with any of you. You never know. You don't know what's going to happen. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I've given you something to watch and it's not completely crap. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And take care. Thank you very much. See you next season.